Hello, friends. We are in project mode around here. Mark took the older boys to their church camp for the next 5 days. Violet's hanging out with Grandma, reading books. Mark and I have had a long list of projects to work on since we've gotten home, and so I think it's finally time to start knocking a few of those off our list. We're starting in the office. Now that Mark's working at home, we're trying to figure out office space. So this is what we're working with. We got to move this. And then we've got this standing desk to work with. Mark's been working right here in the playroom. He kind of decide if he wants to be in here or not. But, hello, Miss Luna. You napping in here today? It's good to see you.
No, I didn't realize how heavy this motor was.
That needs to go on the floor.
Yeah, I just set it there for now till we had the right spot.
Oh, this water coming out, man. You do.
Go backwards.
Okay. Oh.
Wait, don't smash my fingers. Okay.
I can let me get the tape measure and see the.
Well, the thing is, if you're gonna put it somewhere, you might as well put it even one more over, so it's just not.
Yeah.
But it also, you gotta decide where the.
One issue though here, if you stick it up there, how's it drain?
Oh yeah,
it's not gonna
that's
drain.
why it has to be.
You would need the drainage that you could fit it there, but the draining you would.
Yeah, no,
that'd be
it doesn't
hard.
work. Scrape, scrape. Oh, thank you for helping. I'm gonna rub. Here, let's scrape a little bit more. Scrape right there. Oh, that's it. No doubt. Okay, I think the floor is clean. Now we can move the cabinet. So these cabinets are older than me. They were my parents, and I've repainted them, and I just love using them. So cabinet is moved over. We have a few problems that we got to work through. I don't think this space is quite big enough for the standing desk. This is a very large table I found at a thrift store, and I painted it at the same time I painted these cabinets, and it's worked really great, but it's quite large, and I don't need that much desk. You might think, oh, this is so weird, like the lights, and we're also limited by this light right here, moving this cabinet this way. We also are limited because this is a hide-a-bed, and we often use it for guests, and it won't be able to come out if we move that. So we got to figure out if we're going to keep this table or not. We're not quite sure. I think 2 standing desks might be good, so Mark and I can both work in here. We're going to figure it out. We did a home remodel about 8 years ago because this house only had 2 bedrooms when we bought it. We needed to make it 4 bedrooms because then we had 4 boys. So this room that we're in used to be the entryway to our house. And right here used to go into a playroom. This, between the 2 lights, used to be our stairs going upstairs. And then right here where this cabinet is used to be our door to the garage. So this room changed a lot.
How did you get this light? Is there 2 ways to turn it off?
Oh yeah, there's 3. And then actually where this window is used to have a door that went out to the backyard. So there's a switch behind there because
There were a ton of dog food out there.
It wasn't dog poo. There was a fence. The previous owners had dogs and they would let them out through that door into a fenced in area. There was no poo. It just was a fence. Okay, I just measured. We are 5 inches too short. So gotta figure out what we're gonna do about that. Okay, I think I came up with a solution that will be very awkward, but will let us use the room still without having to buy anything. I think I'm gonna try and turn this desk so that it's like kind of coming out of the wall, and it will kind of make it a tight squeeze here between the door but it will make it so that the standing desk fits in here. I don't know. What do you think, Lena? Yeah? Think it might work? All right, we're trying something different. We're moving the couch.
1, 2. Oh yeah, if you had the desk, because if you had the desk, you couldn't. You can maybe have that, but not. You have to move the desk. I mean, for who really uses it, but
We use it often.
yeah, you're right. There's definitely not enough room, and then if you're standing, it's pretty close.
So we need 55 inches for the standing desk to fit.
Oh, sideways.
Yeah. That's not what I was originally thinking, but you know, I'm just trying to think.
Like an L shape or something. Okay. Yeah, this desk really is about a foot more than you need, or 2 feet more, a foot and a half, 2 feet. Although, I mean, it looks nice and vintage.
It's not a vintage desk though, it's just.
I mean, yeah, you could put that table back in here, that one we just pulled out, use that.
This just feels like it takes up.
It feels-
so much
yeah, I
room.
feel- I
It just
agree.
feels very off.
It feels off. It's just, I wanted to scratch this itch though, see if it actually did. I agree, it feels off. Yeah. Whoa. Did I like sand or something?
Yeah.
Magnet from North Carolina. Hey, we went. Cool. Raleigh, Charlotte. Put that up on the board. Oh, that got put there.
Goodbye.
I was with your mom.
Is she?
I hope so. I think so. Okay, does this fit? Nope, it doesn't even fit. So it's not. Write it off.
There's our answer.
There's your sign. Okay, well, there we go.
Well, if nothing else comes of this, at least we're cleaning like behind the couch and stuff, because man, there was a lot hiding back there. This is like my 3rd time sweeping. Okay, I've been sitting here and I think we came up with another solution. Solution 1, moving the couch did not work. We're gonna try and move that cabinet over there. Make more room here. Let's try it.
Yep.
So we have to move this one over to this side because the other cabinet has a printer in it and we need to be able to plug it in. There's no plug on this side, so we've got to swap everything around.
I like it. And then so you were thinking instead of putting the sanding desk here, just bring that other one over?
I guess we could just put the sanding desk here, but it makes it a little bit.
How wide is that thing? I mean, we definitely have room.
What it does is it would just move so we could put the standing desk over here so that if you did pull out the walking pad, you're not having it in the walkway.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Brought them in their house, but
Oh, okay.
they brought them with them when they moved in. They didn't have room.
I was
for
thinking
them.
this up sooner than we thought.
And we have them in the Cyros.
That's right.
Cabinets. Okay, let me plug in.
Right here. You don't need all of that, so.
But because this is here now, this is fine. This is how we are right now. We've kind of created a little tunnel right here. in order to make room for the second desk. And my unnecessary decor up there. I didn't get to go on my walk this morning because it was raining and Mark had to go drop the boys off at camp. Anyways, this has always been my goal, is to have this in here. So while I'm reviewing my edits on a video and I have to watch it back through again, I could just walk slowly, put on a weighted vest. I've been able to do this in the living room, but like if the kids are in there playing or watching a movie or a show or something, it's kind of hard to hear I don't know, it just never worked that great. So I'm pretty excited to have this. Mark and I can work together in here. One can work at that computer, one can work on the laptop, but also just to be able to walk, especially in the winter time, it'll be great. So I've always wanted it to happen, but I knew it was going to take quite a bit of work to get it all rearranged, so it was a good project for today. Anyone else hitting the reset button after feeling like things have just been busy and crazy? I'm partnering with Fred Meyer because getting back into routine is so much easier when I have simple solutions on hand. As a family of 7, life can get really, really busy, but family mealtime has always been really important to us. I love to have big meals cooked from scratch, and Fred Meyer has us covered when we're buying all those delicious ingredients. But for other meals, I just need something quick and simple. That's when I can reach for a private selection ready-made meal. They're delicious and quick, and you just add a few little sides and you are good to go. So whether you're meal prepping or just need an easy dinner on a hectic night, Fred Meyer is a partner you can count on to make everyday routines more manageable. We could all use a little bit more of that in our lives. Well, today's project looks a little different. Everett ended up going to the cousin's cabin with them. Violet is with Grandma and Grandpa, and Mark and I needed to run some errands in town, so we decided we're gonna go on a lunch date because we never got to go out for our 19th wedding anniversary. We also have some gift cards, so we're gonna go have a nice lunch. Feels really strange after 4 months on the road being with our kids all the time to be kid-free for a little bit and take advantage of it.
So we came to downtown Anchorage. This is our first time in downtown since we got back from our trip. I actually hadn't even driven in. It felt so weird because normally I drive in 6 days a week for work and other things, so.
We got the sampler appetizer, coconut shrimp, teriyaki bites, and artichoke spinach dip, or just artichoke. I don't know. It looks yummy.
Yeah. Wow, it smells good.
Okay, the dip is crab artichoke. We were wrong. It's delicious.
Cheers to 19 years. Wow, that was super sweet at the bottom. I wonder if I need to mix it.
Ooh, I love the coconut in this. That's a big crab leg.
Yeah, happy anniversary, Dave.
Since it's our anniversary, they brought us a creme brulee. Yeah. Oh, I guess we should blow it out. Good and creamy. Well, lunch was fantastic. Very decadent. Everything was so like rich and tasty. It felt very special. We went and picked up my bike. It needed a bit of a tune-up so that I can start riding it. And now we're gonna go drop off Weston's bike. It needs something fixed on it so that he can enjoy it for riding this summer. So we are making the rounds and getting things done in Anchorage. But like Mark said on their way in, we hadn't been into Anchorage yet. I came in to go like flower shopping, but that wasn't very far into Anchorage, or vegetable garden shopping. But feels a little strange to be driving around Anchorage. Weston and I have different brands of bicycles, so we had to take them to different bike shops. Mine's a Trek, but this is a funny sign at this bike shop here. Hello friends from beautiful sunny Alaska. Float plane flying over. It is good to be home. But I have to say, it's also been a little hard to adjust to being home, because in that span of time, we would have moved 2 or 3 times. Going out to the RV kind of makes us a little bit sad, but not so sad because we do have some trips planned. So I'm in the garden here. I've just been picking some weeds. Things are looking beautiful. Plants are coming in nicely. We had a really hard rain yesterday that soaked the soil nice. And some of these onions are really sprouting up. Carrot bed just looks pretty bland, but my lettuce bed, look at all those lettuce and kale and spinach leaves that are coming up. That's exciting. We're gonna head out of the garden and I'm finally going to tackle some projects in the RV. We got a lot of the main stuff cleaned out pretty quickly over the week or so when we got back. But because we're gonna take it out next week on an adventure here in Alaska, just wanna go in, clean, do a few projects that I've been wanting to do. I've ordered a few things that I missed having on the road and we're gonna get those set up. And we're just gonna make sure it's ready for an adventure next week. Our kids are at camp and away with cousins. Violet's here taking a nap. It's beautiful out, so I feel like this is my opportunity to get a few things done. Okay, it's so nice. We gotta make sure we just keep that closed because the mosquitoes are quite bad this year. Where do we start? I think we're gonna start with the project in the bathroom. I'm not sure if this is even gonna work, but you may remember if you were on this RV adventure with us, at the beginning of the trip, I put some different things here in the corner. The only one that survived was this soap holder and the holder for the squeegee. Everything else fell off the wall. So we upgraded, or downgraded in my opinion, to this bin, but the problem is it always got really dirty under the bin. It took up a lot of room on the floor. One of our viewers on Instagram sent me a reel with a different solution. Things sticking to the wall don't seem to stick very well. I do have a few command hooks that stayed up the entire trip. This is where we dry off our swimming suits and things, but we're gonna try something different. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna see. This is a tension rod. Hopefully I got the right size. Okay, so what my idea here is, I'm gonna stick this up here, wall to wall, and then I got an over the door hanging shower caddy. I'm a little concerned that the shaking, that's just gonna fall, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. We may have to. Thought this was gonna come all put together, but I gotta do an assembly apparently. Just really liked having things up off the floor. Very easy to assemble. Now I am adding some suction cups because maybe that'll help it from not like flapping around. Here's the moment of truth. Is it gonna work? Okay, suction cups do not work on this textured shower wall, but it might keep it from like banging. So I'm gonna keep them on there. My only concern is that I don't know that I love this tension rod that I got. It seems a bit like not so sturdy. So I'm gonna see if I can find another one locally. I love the concept because we can get all this stuff up off the floor and just ready to go when we're traveling. And not have to have it on the floor. So I just take these ones down in there. I like that. Out of the way. Everything's accessible. Happy with that, but don't love this tension rod, so halfway a success. And really, we can just take this down when we're traveling and set it on the floor. Grabbing out all these bins. They need to be taken into the house and like sorted through, see what we actually need in here if we're not living in here full time. I need Mark to come in and help me lift up the bed and get everything out from under there. So that is not a job I can do by myself. Next up, I'm working in the pantry. We just got some cleaning to do. I'm hoping to have staples that we just leave in here for when we're camping, but then we'll just bring in whatever food we need for the trip. But, you know, it's okay to have some snacks out here. It's okay to have your ketchup and your mustard and your pancake mix. You don't have to repack that every time. Just want it cleaned up, though. Somehow we had a chip disaster. It's fun seeing these snacks that are still around from Canada. I just saw a bag of ketchup chips. I loved these cookies. A few things did get taken into the house that we took down with us, appliance-wise, like the electric tea kettle. But we did get a new one of those to replace it. But a lot of the things like the Instant Pot, the pots and pans, silverware, all that stuff we bought when we were in Florida, so it just stays in here. Ooh, I forgot to buy pickles last week. We'll take those inside. I'm so glad I'm going through this. There are some big messes looming in here that I had no idea were in here. I love honey, but why does it always have to be so stinking sticky? Always all over everything. I was wondering where these peppercorns were. Have not whipped out my Canadian ketchup yet. I love the tang to Canadian ketchup. Here's our mostly empty jars. We did end up coming home with a jar or two of moose meat.
Pretty good though. Much
We loved having the canned moose and the canned salmon along just to have some familiar food.
Hey, you want to put it upside down and flip it and turn it?
Yeah. No, I don't want to flip the mattress. Okay, did that once, never again. Do love this mattress though. It's been great. I've made a rule for myself when I'm out here. I can't do more than kind of this before I take it all in or I get overwhelmed. So we're going to clean all this stuff up, get it inside, and then we'll come back out and do another round. But if I just keep organizing, nothing ever finishes. Gotta do it one piece at a time. So I bought this thinking it would be helpful, but it's kind of just too little. I wanted something to be able to take all the stuff out when we eat outside. I'm going to use this for upstairs when we eat out on the deck. And then I got this because it has more options so you can fill it with plastic cups. Got a slot for napkins. All the things you need when you go outside. And your paper plates go in the back. Even got some room for bowls. And then forks, knives, and spoons can go right here. Should be. We acquired a lot of forks, knives, and spoons, plastic ones on this trip, and napkins. So I've got them all organized in bags now. They were just a big old mess. Love a good organizing project. Now this can go back in the pantry. We do like to use our regular plates, but sometimes when, depending on the type of camping you're doing, it's nice to have some of this stuff on hand. The other times that I've been taking stuff in, I've taken them by one little basket, like a laundry basket full. This time I have an entire wagon, so. A big load. Got some recycling. We're gonna get all that stuff. Once it's all put away, I'm allowed to come back into the RV and keep working. I'm getting very, very close to having cleaned it out, and then I can just start doing the deep clean in there, which is what I want to do next. Wow, what a beautiful day. I think we need to go for a bike ride or something. It's just too nice. But I'm gonna take care of this cart. But look how good my flowers are looking after just a week and a half. They filled in so nicely. All the colors look so beautiful together. They make me so happy every time I walk by. Look how pretty this one is. I didn't know what that was gonna look like. It just had a card, but wow. I think I got more of those. Oh yeah, well, coming in somewhere. Right there, that one. But wow, wow, wow. Let's do this. And the goal is not to just get them in the house, it's to get them in the house and put away. My love for these big bags grew on this trip. They were so great to pack in and then just have if we ever needed to like transport something, store something. It's very good and durable. Took almost all our stuff down in them and then just had them under the bed. While I was putting those away, I hear Violet singing in her bed. That's always like, I know my kid has had a good nap if they wake up like just talking to themselves or singing.
Clean diaper.
I have a clean diaper. Hi. You say hi? Are you singing in your bed? Twinkle.
Hey, I'm almost done with fishing and now I'm going to
That's so nice.
Not so nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so nice. All right, went up with 3 full bins, came down with 3 empty bins. That's good work. Okay, this bin is going back out. I've sorted it. It has all our medicine in it that I want to have whenever we're camping. I also have washed some dishes and put them back in here to take back out. My final 2 things in the wagon. All right, I did it. These all need to go back to the RV. One step closer to getting everything clean and organized. That load felt like a big accomplishment. There's a lot of little parts to it. Putting together a first aid bin. We have a medicine bin, and then I've decided to just pull out all the first aid items like band-aids and stuff and this like hypochloric acid. So this is kind of what you use now for if you get a burn or a wound, you spray this instead of like Neosporin. At least that's what they say you should use now. So things like that, just be able to grab it and help somebody if they have a cut or a burn or something like that. And then we have a whole bin with ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol, all that stuff. Went and washed some dishes because we're not hooked up to water, but some things got left in the sink. Empty bins. Waiting to be filled up with food when we go camping. Try and work on one other project before I head inside. The boys finished all their schooling before we got home, and I think most of their books and stuff got left out here, so we definitely won't be needing those during the summertime. All right, an empty cabinet. After living in this full time, doing school, work, adventuring, I feel like when we just go camping, it's going to feel like we have a lot of extra space because we just won't have nearly the stuff that we had when we were living in here. This is all part of the process for us. We were so comfortable in here for our trip, but we're going to try it out this summer and see if this is the right type of RV or fifth wheel for Alaska. It's very large. Or if we could maybe downsize to something smaller if we still enjoy going out camping in it as much as we did when we were on the road. I am having to chuckle in here. The amount of sand in Everett's drawer. He had so many fun rocks and shells and things. I've kept all those, but there's just so much sand in here. We got to vacuum that out. One of the problems that we're going to run into if we do decide to downsize this trailer is we bought it new down in the lower 48, right from a dealer that, you know, was really close to the manufacturer. So they gave us an amazing deal. We were able to buy it outright. So if we sell it up here, we probably get a pretty good return on it. But then turning around and buying something else, I just don't know that we could get as good of a deal up here in Alaska. They just have to mark them up so much after they ship them up here. So that is one problem we run into by thinking about swapping it out for something. And really, I just would see us probably just selling it and then going on to another adventure. But right now, that feels like selling something really important, because I know it's just a thing, but it just holds so many memories right now. And I just hope that it has more memories in store. So anyways, I know a lot of people asked along the way, like, are you keeping it when you get to Alaska? For now, we're keeping it. We'll see how we feel after we have to, you know, drain everything, winterize it, store it for the winter. We'll see how we feel after that. Just sitting here next to the sticker board, looking at all these different adventures we went on. It's great. It's really, really, really great. And now I have another wagon load full of stuff to go put away. I wish the boys were here to help, but I'm just going to put the stuff that's theirs in their room, and then they can figure out where they want it when they get home. Empty bins going back to the trailer. It took me a few hours to get that wagon load put away because I stopped to make dinner and hang out with Violet, but there we go. I feel like I'm like, for like 98% cleaned out now. I'm about ready to start cleaning. It's probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I just got stuff to do tonight, but including a bike ride. I want to go on a bike ride. It's too nice to not go enjoy this. But I feel very accomplished getting all these bins cleaned out, so that when I do start cleaning, it'll just be smooth going. All right, we're doing it. Grandpa's gonna watch Violet for a little bit, and we're gonna go for a bike ride and enjoy the sunshine. My first bike ride of the season on my own bike. I did not bike very much on the trip. The boys biked a lot, but I enjoyed biking the Grand Canyon, so. So during the winter, what we're biking on are ski trails, and now really nice biking trails in the summer. Oh, my camera's going down. That's a beautiful view.
7:30.
7:30 p.m. Looks like it's noon. June in Alaska. Made it to the lake. Beautiful. Wow. Whew.
This view always is amazing.
It is. It's so beautiful.
I love the reflection and the mountains.
So quiet. Oh, I just saw a fish rise. Twice. Just right there. There's a swirl.
Oh, another one.
And another one. Now we got to get Hunter out here fishing.
Got over to the lake and there are a lot of bugs getting in my eyes and my mouth. Ugh. Well, we've come to the end of the trail. We are overlooking the Connect Arm of Cook Inlet. This is saltwater out here, although it's really muddy. There's a lot of glacial silt in it.
Beautiful. One time Mark got really lucky and saw belugas out here.
I was with my dad in the fall, and we were just sitting over here on the bluff, and all of a sudden there was belugas in here chasing pink salmon, I think, or silver salmon that were running.
Now the mud down there is very dangerous. In spots it's like quicksand, so you got to be really careful. You don't want to just go venture out on the mud flats in this Cook Inlet. Mark and I are reflecting that it's been 20 years ago, almost pretty soon, that we went on a biking date together when we first started dating.
I think it was our second date, but biking at Kincaid Park in the evening, kind of like this.
Kind of feel like we're dating again because we just got Violet at home. The other kids are off at different things, and it's like, oh, she's okay to hang out with grandma or grandpa for a little bit. We can go. Went on a walk this morning with Violet, and now we're on a bike ride. What is this? Went to lunch yesterday. Just feels weird after 4 months of non-stop family time. All right, let's head home. It's beautiful out. How was the perfect evening activity?
Okay, there's 1/3 of the way.
Are you making a tower?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, she can get them stacked. She can stack them 6 high
Wow.
on an angle.
Purple, yep.
Oh, that's not the reason. There. The yellow one.
Yellow?
I'll put
This is, gotta be careful with this one.
Oh, no.
Oh, again.
Try again. I think you just need to maybe,
That.
there you go.
Keep fingers it out. She's had them stacked 6 several times. But, oh, you could tell that one was gonna fall.
Let's spin again.
Build it again, okay.
1, 2, 4,
3.
3,
4.
4.
Oh, that was not a very good one.
Let's spin again.
Build it again. It is about 9:30 at night, but Mark's putting Violet to bed. The internet stopped working and I was doing some editing and stuff, so I thought, I'm gonna come out and do some cleaning in the RV. Might as well. Still light out. Got time. No other kids to put to bed. We're gonna start by spraying down this disgusting refrigerator, and then we'll just work our way through everything else. You don't notice how dirty it is sometimes when it's full of food and then you take it all out and you're like, ooh, that's gross. Hopefully we still have some cleaning rags out here. Oh, somebody got water in my cleaning gloves and they stink. Darn it. I love those things. Worked really hard on the trip to keep them like dry and nice, but now they smell so bad. It just boggles my mind how dirty refrigerators get. Like, we don't put open containers in there. I don't know how there's like sauce everywhere. Well, I do know how. I have 5 children, but like, even when I just lived alone or with roommates and stuff, with adults, the refrigerator just gets dirty. And why is it always so hard to get the drawers back in? That's my other conundrum. Like, just line it up and push, right? Come on. Okay, let's try the bottom one. Let's try the different one. What in the world? Okay, let's see. Okay. Maybe I gotta do it at an angle. Seriously, what am I doing wrong? It's the bottom, huh? Okay, that was way too difficult for what it should have been. Okay. Refrigerator. So much better. Now let's do the freezer. Freezer was much easier. When I came out here, I could not find my cell phone. So Mark's gonna be like, where did she go? Okay, I'm gonna go check in with Mark and find my phone, and maybe I'll make it my way back out here tonight. Maybe I'll call this good. The floor is just getting dirtier by the minute because I'm kind of just letting things fall on the floor. But I know I'm working my way down and the floor is gonna be the last thing I do. So just gonna let it lie and be dirty for now. Well, friends, we ended up getting a lot of projects done over the last couple of days, and even more than we expected, because Everett got invited to go with his cousins to their cabin for a few days to hang out. That was not on our radar. They just texted us and said, hey, does Everett want to come along for 3 days to hang out with everybody? And he said he wanted to go. And so only having Violet at home, after spending every moment together over the last 4 months, it felt really lonely here without all the kids. Just having Violet just felt so strange, if I'm being honest. But we did get a lot of things done, and Mark and I kind of felt like this weird feeling of like, are we newlyweds, or do we just have one kid? Like, you feel like you can do so much more, especially having Grandma and Grandpa here. They're willing to help with Violet. It was fun to get to go on a date. It was fun just to get to spend extra time with Violet. We miss all our kids. They seem to be doing well in their different things that they're doing, but we will be happy to come back together and go camping all together next week. So thanks for coming along with us to get these projects rolling or done or whatever we ended up finishing throughout this video, but it's good to check some things off of our to-do list. We're so grateful for each and every one of you that spends time with us. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.